What's good, YouTube? We are back, baby. I'm done with baseball. I'm a free man. I'm a free man. The chains, the handcuffs, they are gone. I'm super excited. I can start making videos more and more and just cranking them out. I'm so fucking pumped. I hope you guys are excited too, because I just want to record like a million videos. I got so many ideas I want to do. Let me know what you guys thought about that intro though. I love that shit. I had it made over the last few days. It's nothing like huge, right? I mean, it's some cool animations and music and stuff, but I thought it was uplifting. I thought it was hype. And that Pokeball animation though, woo. I did have it made for me, so I'll put a link in the description below. If you guys want to look into doing some intros and things like that yourself, you can reach out to this individual. He made it for me, so huge shout out to you. And today, so I got Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, what we know ahead of E3 going in, and what we can kind of expect. That's what today's video will be about. And then I have two more uploads coming later on today, discussing legendaries and what I think about those, as well as the Nido Squads team that we're going to be using for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I posted a tweet at the beginning of the week, I think, maybe even last week, basically saying reply to this tweet and you'll be featured in the video. We'll go over everyone's team they plan on using for the game. I thought it'd be a fun video to do with you guys. So like I said, without further ado, let's hop into this shit right here. 25 likes, guys, would be greatly appreciated for this video so we can keep growing the squad. Share, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Okay, so Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. They were just announced May 30th of this year, coming out November 16th, 2018. These games are hype as hell. Like, they just look so good. Like, I cannot wait to play these games. I did a trailer breakdown of it, so go ahead and go check that out. But I mean, these games are going to be awesome. So let's hop in here. Eurogame did an article basically covering everything that we know to this point in time ahead of E3. So let's see what they have to say. Basically right here, they're just saying that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee got a release date, November 16, 2018, and they'll be going over some features here in this article. The Let's Go games are described as core RPGs by the Pokemon Company in the same way any mainline games like Gold and Silver or Sun and Moon are core Pokemon RPGs. Now, I don't think they actually use the word core for these games. They did say mainline. I know they're mainline games, like they are main games. But if they did, I don't doubt it. I mean, they're Pokemon Yellow basically with a different catching mechanic, so I have no problem calling it a core game either. Though it is a core game like the mainline, the Let's Go pair isn't, by most people's definition, a new generation. That is, it only features one confirmed new Pokemon, which is more than, I mean, one new Pokemon is one new Pokemon, so you can still call it a new generation based off that. However, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon kind of put a in that because we got new Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it was still Gen 7. So I consider it Generation 8. It's using new hardware. It's using a new engine. It's using different art style. There's different mechanics. I mean, it's on a new console. I consider it a new generation, so I don't really care. Even if it's Generation 7.5, it's still a new generation. So it is what it is. I know I'm gonna get eaten up for that, but it's all right. With information still gradually trickling about which features are coming and which do and don't return from other core Pokemon games, we've decided to collate everything we know about them in one big list. So, new features list. Now, recently, very recently, as of like a few days ago, they confirmed that you will have to use motion controls to catch Pokemon. So in handheld mode, you'll use the gyroscope feature. You'll basically have to move your Switch up. So you have your Switch here, and you gotta like shake it up, and it'll go. You will not be using a touchscreen. Okay, you will not be flicking it because people are already bitching that it's like Pokemon Go. They probably thought to themselves, well, if we use the touchscreen, then A, we're wasting the gyroscope features, and B, you can use the touchscreen for other things, and it wouldn't make much sense because people are already complaining, oh, it's like Pokemon Go, but you're not flicking anything, you're not doing anything. The catching mechanic is just different. So stop bitching that it's like Pokemon Go. Wait to see what information we get out. And once we start getting more information about this game, the haters are going to love it and they're going to buy it. That's just the way the Pokemon community is. No random encounters. Though you'll still be searching through long grass or Pokemon, they won't instantly spring upon you. So basically, you can see them in the screen in the overworld. You'll see a Clefairy walking around Mount Moon. You'll see Zubats. Thank God we'll see Zubats. I do not want to encounter 40 million Zubats. That's the benefit of this thing. And you'll see any Pokemon you want to run into on your own free will. And that's why I don't think the catching mechanic is a huge deal, especially when it comes to handheld. Because say you're at home, you just ran through a few routes, you catch your Pokemon, and then you pick your Switch up and you're like, okay, I want to go to the park. Well, you can literally stand your Switch up and still catch Pokemon with the Joy-Con. Also, if you plan on just running through some gyms and stuff while you go out, then you play like a normal Pokemon game. You just don't catch Pokemon. Plain and simple. Like, if anything, it makes you playing easier and you're not frustrated. Imagine having to run into wild Pokemon constantly if there were random encounters and you had to use the Go features or the motion controls. That would be a pain in the ass. So I think they're helping us out here in a big way. Pikachu and Eevee are set starters, so you'll get them in the beginning of the game. I'll be interested to see Eevee's cutscene because we all know how Pikachu's goes pretty much like, oh, he doesn't want to go in the Pokeball. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see how Eevee's goes. That'll be pretty cool. Those two Pokemon are your respective starters, although they can at least be put into your box if you end up not being a fan, although there are some big changes to how boxes work, and we'll get that in a second. Pikachu's on your shoulders, Eevee's on your head. Other Pokemon can follow you outside their balls, and you can ride them too. So, for instance, in the trailer, I'm sure you guys saw Gengar, my boy Nidoking, following their trainers around behind. So, following Pokemon is back, which is another feature everyone's been complaining about for the last 3 generations that they want back in this game. They give it to us, and people just completely ignore it because it's got fucking Go mechanics. It's so stupid. So, you'll be able to also ride any Pokemon you want to. That is big enough. For instance, Charizard, Arcanine, maybe Gyarados, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Tauros, etc., etc. Now, how fucking cool would it be to have like a Kangaskhan preserve and you hop in the pouch of a Kangaskhan? Woo! That shit would be dope as hell. That shit would be dope as hell. I didn't even think of that until just now. Gave me that baby kangaroo status. Boxers are now in your bag. So the interesting thing about this is, so in the past, we've gone to Pokemon centers and we've turned on the computer, inserted our items, inserted our Pokemon, taken them out, moved them around, etc. Well, now it's mobile. So what I'm thinking is to kind of reflect like your time that you're in, like the modern time that you're in, you're basically going to be able to like whip out a tablet or even a phone or some type of electronic device that you take with you to transfer your Pokemon. Like there may be some apparatus maybe you set up. Hell, maybe you even have like a freaking secret base or home or something that sets it up to where you can transfer your Pokemon home and then bring them back to you. Maybe you have your own setup. Or like I said, you just whip a tablet out. Boom, 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 and you're done. I think that's what'll happen. I think that'll be pretty cool. I mean, how else would you have boxes with you? It's got to be electronic. So that's my guess. HMs are still gone. Now, the interesting thing about this is, so Pokeride's back. You'll be able to tear down whatever you need to tear down, move boulders, fly, etc. The cool thing though is there's still like cut bushes in this game. You can see them in the trailer. So I don't think you'll use cut in a traditional way. You may be able to just get a scyther out there. Hey, cut this bush down. You know, maybe it'll be interactive that way. That would be really cool. Or really any Pokemon that's got like claws, a tail, or whatever. Trainer battles are still the same. So traditional sense, you'll fight a trainer one-on-one. I'm getting into cooperative play here, as you can see, but you'll actually be able to battle trainers with your Pokemon, with a friend, family member in your house locally. They'll be able to pick a controller up, shake it, and then they can use your Pokemon to help you battle. Kind of cheap, right? Imagine walking up in the Elite Four with your mom playing with you, like, hey Lance, I'm here to challenge you, but mi madre's with me. That would be weird. I hope that can't happen. You can import Gen 1 creatures from Pokemon Let's Go, or from Pokemon Go to Let's Go. So my theory on this is no more Safari Zone when you get to Fuchsia City. They've already confirmed it'll be midway through the game that you can transfer these Pokemon over. So my process is, or my thought process is here, get rid of the Safari Zone, have the Poke Park there, and that's where you'll pick up your Go Pokemon. Me personally, while I'm enjoying and playing this game, especially when I'm doing my Let's Play, I will not be transferring Go Pokemon over to Let's Go. I want to complete the Pokedex in a traditional sense by trading and catching. That's how I want to do it. I didn't complete the Gen 1 Pokedex. Okay, so I want to do it the fun way. The only Pokemon I'll transfer over at a later time will be my Nidoking. And I may not even do that because I'm actually about to go play Pokemon Go later today. So we'll see. Oh, and shinies will carry over too. So we'll actually be able to encounter shiny Pokemon. We will in the games too. They just haven't clarified it yet. So local co-op, yeah. So basically, like I just said, your family member or whoever, you shake the controller and they play with you in a support role to help you catch Pokemon and battle with you with your Pokemon. So they don't actually have their own team. Okay, they don't have their own Pokemon. They just use yours. Let's see. You can have multiple save files, but only one per Switch account. So basically, I have my Switch account. I play my game. If one of my friends comes over and want to use my Switch, I can create them a profile and they can play their own new game. So you just rotate between profiles, which is cool. That way Pokemon doesn't have to waste their time incorporating a multiple saves feature. You can't go to Johto. That's been confirmed. However, they did not say you can't go to any other region. So we'll see. Alolan forms are back. So maybe you can go to Alola. I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see. Impact on canon. So they didn't describe or say whether or not the Let's Go games are going to incorporate canon-like storyline elements with this game, or that they'll interact with other games, which basically tells me it's likely. They just don't know, or they just don't want to say yet. Because whenever Masuda's evasive and things like this, like with interviews, information later on gets put out, kind of unveiling what it is we asked. So kind of like with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we had the Rainbow Rocket scene. We had some really cool stuff come out very late in that game's marketing cycle. So more than likely something like that will happen with this game too. And last but not least, IVs and EVs might work differently. Masuda described this as something everyone definitely cares and wonders about. I cannot speak to details, but we always focus on making the game accessible and easy to play for anyone, but also have this depth which is there for the players. This will be the same for these games. So EVs and IVs may be back. I believe they also did not. I believe they confirmed no breeding for this game. I don't think there's breeding, which is, if there's anything I'm disappointed about so far, it would be that. Like, I don't breed much, but I just thought it would be cool to see, like, interact with your Pokemon in the daycare and stuff. So I think that's it. New RPG coming out in 2019. That's not really what I'm going to talk about in this video, but they did say that the graphics will be the best that we've ever seen. There will be new Pokemon, obviously. So it'll be a new generation. Again, I'm not hopping into that just yet. So, and here we just have the timelines. The Pokemon Quest is out right now. Later part of 2018, we have these games, and then in 2019, it begins. So Pokeball Plus, for those of you who don't know, it's just a separate Joy-Con that's in the shape of a Pokeball you throw and catch Pokemon with. Also, you can take Pokemon with you from Let's Go and carry it around with you and like go out and play. So, and like interact with it. You can like pet the Pokeball, and whatever Pokemon is in there will interact with you, which is really, really cool. Nidoking will be in that bitch. We out here. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I'm going to cover. That's really what we know as far as concrete information. Now, E3. I think Masuda, for those of you who don't know, Masuda's confirmed he is going to E3. He's actually on his way there now, I believe. So I think they're going to go over in the E3 presentation. They're going to cover the core elements of this game, and it's been made playable alongside Super Smash Brothers. So you'll be able to play both of these games at E3, which is awesome. So they'll probably in the video presentation go over, I think, a lot more of the core mechanics. I think they'll have Brock in the video trailer. I think they'll have Misty in the video game trailer. Jesse and James from Team Rocket. I think we'll have a bunch of like just the core type stuff, you know, to kind of ease people's minds. And they'll probably go over, they'll show us the main menu, they'll show us the Pokédex, they'll show us the box system. I think they'll show us a lot of the details just from a visual standpoint, maybe not even go over it in interviews, but just show it to us so we can kind of interpret what's going on. So that's kind of my prediction for E3, more core elements from these games. We've covered the Go aspect already, so I don't think there's a whole lot much more there, unless they're going to talk about the benefits of the ball being carried around with you, because they did say they will disclose that at a later time on how that will benefit you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that like button below. 25 likes would be greatly appreciated for the next video, and we got a lot of videos to hammer out, guys. So hashtag Nido Squad, get ready, get pumped up. E3 is right around the corner. We are out this bitch. Peace.